Well, hey, I'm Imani Williams, and on this video, I'm going to just share some information for my seniors, for my almost seniors who are experiencing or going through menopause right now. And it is, you just ready to scream. First of all, I understand, been there, done it, still going through several years after a medically induced introduction to menopause. So I had a partial in 2000, complete in 2007, and I elected to advocate for my own health care because they had me on so much medication after that hysterectomy. I was on progesterone, estrogen, and testosterone. It was too much. Um, it was abs- it was absolutely an insane time. It was more than body sweats and night sweats and hot flashes and um, just feeling out of sorts because of the lack of estrogen. I said, get me off of this. Get me off of all of this. It is not, it's not working. I tried black cohosh, I said, let me go natural. Nothing. Right after I was diagnosed with lower back arthritis, so they threw me on, three more medications, and then something for anxiety that apparently, increased with menopause, and then depression that definitely had something to do with menopause. So up and down and up and down. And I said, you know what? Get me off all of this mess. I had a really bad experience with Lexapro that they had given me for, to help stabilize my mood. Slept like a rock all day, like 11 hours. And when I said, when I'm up, I wasn't feeling great. I just still felt really foggy. And so that was the final straw. Came off of that wrong. Please let your doctor wean you off. Don't come off of Lexapro on your own or any antidepressant. Um, it was not a good look. I should not have done that. I knew better, but that's not the way to do it. Can experience some really rough times, including suicidal ideology. Just you feel yourself plummeting down, down, down. Do not take yourself off of an antidepressant. Let the doctor wean you off. I'll say that again. So it was not a good look on my part to do that. But because of that, I came up with for me, healthier and much better um, choice, which was to get my evaluation for a medical marijuana card. So my surgeries and both diagnoses took place in the state of Arizona, which at the time was had not didn't even have it legalized medically at the time, but now it is both. Um, you can smoke recreationally and medically in Arizona, but at the time for me, it was not. So my next move was California, and as you know, soon as I hit California, I made an appointment. Saw a doctor, told him what I was feeling, what I was going through, that I was just coming off of a whole bunch of HRT therapy, and that I wanted a medical marijuana card. And it was granted the same day. If you are in a state where they are just now recognizing this, to expect to pay a lot more than I paid for my medical evaluation and my card, which was good for 1 year. It was $35. But that's California. Um, they are light years ahead of the game. Because they started so early in the 70s. Working on legislation. Um, so if you again are a grandmother, and I understand that for many Black and brown grandmothers, the conversation of marijuana and who was smoking it has been, a sore spot in your heart for a long time, particularly if you had sons who, um, were caught up and caught charges for marijuana, which is a natural plant which can help a myriad of symptoms, which can help your mood. Instead of cussing somebody out, you can just hit your pen, roll you a joint, um, have you a puff, and go about your day much happier, much calmer, and much more at peace. So for me, if I was going to be on 11 medications that I had to take at least twice a day, some of them, no, thank you. Give me the natural plant. Um, I can control my consumption. I know enough about it now to pick strains, choose strains that are going to either help me, be more creative and have more energy. That would be my sativa. Or if, arthritis is kicking my ass on a particular day, um, and I know that I'm not going to be able to sleep at night because of it, because it's now, moved to both my hips. So it's lower back and hips. So it's just like, I'm just tight and stiff. So if I know that I'm going to have a hard time that night sleeping, which, you know, can happen a lot during menopause, then I'm gonna hit a indica up, because the indica is going to relax my muscles. It's going to make me sleepy, make me drowsy, and I'm going to be able to get some sleep so that the next morning I can get up and be productive, right? And not be in so much pain. The chronic pain is chronic pain, and when you couple that with symptoms of menopause, it can get crazy. And so if you look at the header sentence, and I wrote this piece for Wear Your Voice magazine a few years ago, and I see that they sold it to the National Menopause Association, which I didn't even know about. I found it when I Googled my article. I was sending it off in a cover letter. Always looking for freelance work to talk about health and how we can live better and healthier. So I'm kind of ecstatic that my article was placed in um, the National Menopause Association magazine. I like that. So I said, I'm going to talk about that, and I'm going to talk it up. But kudos and thanks, big thanks to Wear Your Voice magazine for um, taking my pitch, however long ago that was. It's been some years, taking my pitch on cannabis that long ago, um, and seeing how it benefited women and could benefit women who are on the journey and looking for relief, taking a chance and paying me for my thoughts on my experiences with cannabis and how it can help you. And so when I tell you that there are so many things um, that are out there, and everybody is different, even in your own family. But I encourage you, um, um, if you are, Perry is now your friend, perimenopause is now your friend. I am encouraging you to, um, if you haven't already, talk to your mother, talk to your aunties, talk to your big mama, see what menopause was like for them at the beginning, and find out when it eased up. Because I'm really honestly still waiting for things to ease up all the way, but I understand that when you throw in chronic pain, and particularly back pain, sleep is, can be an issue. So excuse me, there are things that I know that I can do. I can stretch um, in the mornings and at night, particularly for me in the morning. Just don't, you can't just jump out of bed when, perimenopause or menopause is in your life to stay. You just can't hop out the bed if Arthur is laying there with you, arthritis. You got to take your time, get up, get you some stretches. Um, at some point soon, probably next month in April, I will be doing some of that in the morning and going live in places where I can go live, just to motivate myself and to motivate others. Um, we got to move movement or you lose it, and that's with anything. And so even if you don't have chronic pain but you are experiencing symptoms of menopause and they are kind of weighing on you, I want to encourage you to move your body anyway. um, Wonderful, wonderful videos all over the internet. I love YouTube and house music. Put you some music on 10, 15 minutes at a time and just shake your booty. Get some arm stretches in while you're at it. And as a creative arts holistic wellness life coach, um, I should be doing yoga a lot more than I am, and I can always stretch more than I am. So instead of just talking about it, I'm going to be about it, and come through with receipts. I know y'all love receipts, so you can join me on the stretches. Um, I'm on the floor, or I'm on the floor on my yoga wheel. And what I need to do a lot more of is stretch out on that ballet bar, that I bought to stretch out on. So I have some tools. If you don't have a yoga bar, you don't need a yoga bar. We can use a chair. You need something to support your weight while we stretch. And yeah, just gonna be better at what I know I need to be working on. Because if I can't move my body, if Arthur is in the bed with me and I can't move, because I haven't stretched, in several days, that is one of my greatest fears, is that I know I have a condition in my lower back. I have an annular tear, which means it's just bone, hidden bone, right at the small of my back. And it is a degenerative condition, that is what the doctors have told me. So I know that it's going to get worse. And so since I know that, I have to prepare, right? I can ignore it and risk not being able to walk one day, or I can get up and handle my business. So allow cannabis to do what it does, which is help with not only body pain, but um, helps with your emotions and those mood swings. And I will be going into the terpenes in the next video, but the terpenes that I read off at the beginning, that are in this pre-roll joint of London pound cake, are meant more to relax you. And I need that too, because my anxiety can get crazy at certain times. But I want you to know that it is okay to give yourself permission. Um, and if you're not ready to have the cannabis talk yet, do perhaps consider CBD, which does everything or contains everything that this joint has, except the properties THC, which give you the hallucinogenic feeling that you get from cannabis. You get the medicine, because they both have terpenes in them. CBD has terpenes, and cannabis has terpenes. So if you're just not ready to take the leap, um, follow me for more videos where I talk about not only cannabis but CBD as well. But I want you to know that you can get your prescription. Um, if your state is legal for for medical use, you can talk, make an appointment, go and go see a doctor. And you may not even have to physically go in right now because of COVID. With my last card, I was able to do it. I'm in Vegas now, here online, but it wasn't $35. It was quite a bit more because you got to pay the state here, for real, for real. But it is legal both medically and recreationally. And if you come to Vegas, you can go into any dispensary without a medical marijuana license. You just need your ID, your driver's license or your state ID, and it does need to be valid. And you are welcome to shop at any dispensary here in Las Vegas with a license from anywhere, a valid license. So, any questions, drop them in the comments, DM me. But yeah, I'm here to have the conversation, and let you know that you do not have to feel shame around finding what works for you with dealing with this menopause, and particularly if you deal with that and chronic pain as well, other stuff. Cannabis is good for you. Everything is good as long as you use moderation, and you will, because you'll find a strain that works for you, or the CBD that you like, and that'll be your thing, right? And you won't need exuberant amounts. You'll learn your body. Some people, take a couple of puffs and they're great. Um, Again, I'd rather have this natural plant that has been tested, so I know what I'm getting. Um, than putting the narcotics the doctor was giving me for menopause. I mean, they was gonna keep writing them. 11 damn prescriptions. I'd rather have some London pound cake. It's nice and smooth. And your pre-roll, this is for my newbies. Your pre-roll will come in a little container. You just slide it out. They've already got a filter on it. You just light it. Yeah. And lastly, the link to that article is right there. It's in black. I don't know if it's highlighted. Um, I'm working in Canva right now, so I'm not sure. I highlighted it from my end, but I hope it lights up for you guys. If not, just grab it and put it in your browser. It's a good article. And that'll hold me for a minute. So I'm going to sign off now and take a stretch. Stand up, take a stretch, move around a bit. And you have a great night. Check back for more um, on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. I am C. Imani Williams. You can follow me across the board. We keep it real over here. We are about raising awareness around living healthier and healthier living, mentally, physically, spiritually. Like, follow, subscribe, comment. Peace.